University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge. The end of round one is in sight. Nearly 3/4 of this year's teams have now played once. 10 have secured themselves a place in round two and 6 have been eliminated. The 4 highest scoring losing teams at the end of this round get a chance to play again. So with just 4 heats still to play, tonight's teams know that a score of 180 or more will keep them in the competition even if they lose. Founded in 1413 by decree of Avignon anti-Pope Benedict XIII, the University of St Andrews is the oldest in Scotland and the 3rd oldest in the English-speaking world. Its King James Library contains what is believed to be the world's first mathematically established meridian line, carved into the floor in 1673 by Regius Professor of Mathematics, James Gregory. Notable alumni include Scotland's first female professor, the gynaecologist Margaret Fairley, and the physician Edward Jenner, and it's won this competition once, back in 1982. Let's meet this year's team from St Andrews.
Hi, I'm Diane Buffet-Mogul. I'm from Princeton, New Jersey in the United States, and I study classics and philosophy.
Hello, my name is George Capel. I'm from Broughton Hackett in Worcestershire, and I'm studying economics.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Freddie Skerritt. I'm from Chislehurst in South East London, and I'm studying history.
Hello, I'm Tom Rosas. I'm from Recife in Brazil, but I live in Richmond upon Thames in London, and I'm studying physics.
Cardiff University owes its existence to the Aberdare Report, an extensive survey of Welsh education in the mid-19th century, which recommended the creation of a National University of Wales made up of regional colleges. This led to the foundation of the University College of South Wales and Monmouthshire in 1883, which eventually became the independent Cardiff University in 2005. The biologist Alice Embleton, the rugby player Jamie Roberts and the composer Carl Jenkins have all studied there, and it's reached the quarter-finals of this competition twice, in 1998 and 2014. Let's meet the team representing Cardiff tonight.
Hello, my name is Kyle Gilbert. I was born in Worcester and I'm studying history.
Hi, my name is Rosalie Tarsala. I'm from Arcadia, California, and I'm doing a master's in data science.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Connor Boyling. I'm from Dartford in Kent, and I'm studying history and economics.
Hi, I'm Henrik Holm. I'm from Manchester, and I'm studying physics.
Very nice to see you all. I think you know how this works, so let's get straight into it. Fingers on buzzers then. Here is your first starter for 10. I need the title of a novel here. Built on an island 1 mile off the coast of Marseille, the Château d'If is a major location in which work of 18...
St Andrews Buffet-Mogul.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
It is the Count of Monte Cristo. Well done. Your bonuses, St Andrews, are on animals named after islands or island groups to which they are endemic. In each case, give the 2-word common name of the species from the description. First, a reptilian apex predator of the genus Varanus, found only on a few small islands in Indonesia.
Komodo dragon.
Yes. Secondly, an avian species, which is the northernmost member of the family Spheniscidae. It inhabits a Pacific archipelago on the equator.
Galapagos, something.
Yep, Galapagos penguin.
Galapagos penguin? Yeah.
Could be.
Galapagos penguin.
Correct. And finally, a large carnivorous marsupial, which, along with the quolls and marsupial mice, makes up the family Dasyuridae.
Tasman devil.
Yeah. Tasman devil.
I'm so sorry, but we can't accept that. No one calls it the Tasman devil because the island is Tasmania. Bad luck. Fingers on buzzers, here's another starter for 10. Which is the only British overseas territory whose flag does not incorporate the Union Jack in any form? Instead...
St Andrews Rosas.
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar's correct, yes. Well done. Your bonuses are 3 questions, St Andrews, on a sculpture. A version of a bust of Helen of Troy from the collection of Lord Londonderry sold at auction in 2023 for £3.5 million. It is a work by which Italian neoclassical sculptor born in 1757? Another version of the sculpture is in the collection of the V&A.
Any idea? Any neoclassical Italian?
I can only think of architects.
Do you want to give me one?
Give an Italian name.
But he's an architect.
Nominate Buffet-Mogul.
Palladio.
No, it's Antonio Canova. The bust sold at auction was originally a gift from Canova to which leading Anglo-Irish statesman in thanks for his work in repatriating art looted from Italy by Napoleon. As Foreign Secretary, he was the dominant British presence at the Congress of Vienna following the Napoleonic Wars.
It's Lord Castlereagh.
Yeah, I think it's Castlereagh.
Lord Castlereagh?
Correct, it is, yes. This is a quote. In this beloved marble view above the works and thoughts of man, what nature could but would not do, and beauty and Canova can. Which romantic poet wrote those words, having seen the sculpture while in Venice in 1816?
1816.
Romantic poet. Anyone?
It'd be Byron.
Byron went on tour.
Let's go with that. Lord Byron.
It is Byron, yes, well done. Let's start the question now. This is a quote. The inertia of a body is a consequence of its interaction with all other bodies in the universe. This is a general statement of a hypothesis or principle named after which Austrian philosopher and physicist, born in 1838 and mainly known for his work on fluid dynamics, especially on shock waves around fast-moving objects.
St Andrews Scarrett.
Godel.
No. Anyone from Cardiff? You may not confirm, but you can have a go if you want to. No? I'll tell you. It's Ernst Mach. Let's start the question. In the context of Indian cinema, what six-letter word, derived ultimately from Arabic, describes films that embrace a variety of genres, for example, comedy, musical and melodrama? In culinary senses, the same word often appears with dosa, chai and garam and indicates a mixture of...
Cardiff Tarsala.
Marsala.
Yes, it is masala, yes, well done, mixture. Your bonuses, Cardiff, are on alternative methods of musical notation. In each case, simply give the style of notation from a description. First, a style of notation developed in the second half of the 20th century. It uses visual elements and diagrams to suggest what the performer might play.
I don't know that, actually. Not sure.
No, I don't know. Visual elements and diagrams would be like pictorial, something like that?
Yeah, maybe. Go with that.
Pictorial?
No, that's not what it's called. It's called a graphic score. Secondly, a scoring system used primarily in Baroque music. It uses numbers and accidentals to indicate the harmonies to be played above a given line.
That's a figured bass.
Nominate Holm.
A figured bass.
Correct. And finally, a system of notation most commonly associated with plucked string instruments, such as the guitar. It indicates finger positions on a fretboard rather than musical notes.
Tab.
Yes. Picture round now, and for your picture starter, you'll see a map indicating a shipping route. For 10 points, name the terminal city at the north end, which is marked with a pin.
Cardiff Gilbert.
Mobile.
Yes, Mobile, Alabama. Your picture starter showed the ports of Mobile, Alabama, and Coatzacoalcos in Veracruz, which, as of 2024, are linked by a roll-on, roll-off train ferry operated by CG Railway and capable of carrying more than 100 rail freight cars. For your picture bonuses, you're now going to see maps of 3 more places linked by roll-on, roll-off rail ferries. First, name the terminal city on the west here, marked with a pin.
Syracuse?
Yeah, it might be. I think Syracuse. Yeah.
Syracuse?
No, it's Messina. Secondly, I want you to name the 2 provinces highlighted here.
So that'd be,
Hainan and Guangzhou, is it?
I think it'd probably be Guangzhou, yeah.
Hainan and Guangzhou.
I can't accept that. It's Hainan and Guangdong. Bad luck. And finally, name the capital city that is the western terminus of this route.
Baku. Oh, yeah, it's Baku.
Baku.
It is Baku, yes, 5 points in it. Let's start the question. The Asuka, which began in the 6th century CE, is a period in the chronology of which country? This period saw the introduction of Buddhism and its end is some...
Cardiff Gilbert.
Japan.
It is Japan, yes. Your bonuses, Cardiff, are on British monarchs and languages. In each case, identify the person from the description. First, unable to speak English, this monarch used French to communicate with his ministers, including James Stanhope, Viscount Charles Townshend, and Robert Walpole.
Oh, is that George I?
Yeah.
George I?
Correct. Secondly, a king of Scotland who has been likened to the ideal of a Renaissance ruler. The Spanish ambassador noted that he was able to speak Latin very well, along with French, German, Flemish, Italian, Spanish, and Scots Gaelic.
It's one of the Jameses, isn't it?
Renaissance.
Yeah, it's in,
Do we know which?
Yeah, we need to do the
Would it be
Spanish.
James the
Second or third,
Okay.
probably. Is it second?
James II?
It's James IV of Scotland. Finally, a native speaker of English, this monarch also studied French, Italian, Latin and Greek and commissioned the first ever print editions of religious works in the Irish language as part of efforts to convert Irish speakers to Protestantism?
Is that Elizabeth?
I thought Elizabeth, yeah.
I don't know.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth I?
Correct, it is, yeah. Well done. Let's start the question now. The Bill of Marriage and the Silken Ladder are among the early comic operas of which composer, born in the Papal States in 1792? His last completed opera was based on a play by Friedrich Schiller, which is itself a retelling of the story of a Swiss folk hero.
Rossini.
Cardiff Holm.
Rossini.
It is Rossini, yes. Your bonuses then, Cardiff, are 3 questions on catastrophes. Born in 1766, which British economist gives his name to the catastrophe or crisis that occurs when population growth outpaces agricultural production?
Malthus?
Yeah, not this.
Malthus?
It was Thomas Malthus. The dimer catastrophe is a problem concerning the runaway effects of multimerization of which small independently replicating DNA molecules in bacteria?
And the plasmids?
I don't know.
Plasmids?
Correct. Also known as the Rayleigh Jeans catastrophe, which problem or catastrophe in astronomy predicts that a black body would emit an unbounded quantity of energy as wavelength decreases?
The ultraviolet catastrophe.
The ultraviolet catastrophe?
It is, well done. Let's start the question now. What letter of the Greek alphabet links all of the following? The subunit of the protein tubulin that nucleates microtubules at the centrosome, the Bayer designation of the star Bellatrix in the constellation Orion, an extension of the factorial function to non-integers, and the shortest wavelength portion of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Cardiff Boiling.
Gamma?
It is gamma, yes. Your bonuses, Cardiff, are on Vahanas, the animal companions or carriers of Hindu gods and goddesses. In each case, name the animal based on the description. First, the largest and longest-necked member of the family Anatidae, this water bird is the mount of Sarasvati, the Hindu goddess of knowledge and the arts.
Okay, long-necked bird.
Flamingo?
I was going to say crane.
Crane?
It could be crane, actually.
Go.
Crane?
No, that's a swan. Secondly, a colourful bird of the pheasant family. It is the mount of the Hindu god of war and firstborn son of Shiva, whose names include Skanda, Subramanya and Murugan.
I think it's a peacock.
Peacock?
Yes. Finally, a member of the order Strigiformes. This nocturnal bird is the vehicle of Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and good fortune.
Do we need a specific one?
Just say owl.
Owl?
Just say owl. Owl is correct, yeah. Let's start the question now. The name of what branch of philosophy precedes the words "of the closet" in the title of a 1990...
St Andrew's Buffet Mogul.
Epistemology.
It is epistemology. Well done. Yes. Your bonuses then, St Andrews, are 3 questions on 1-act plays. La Cantatrice Chauve, or The Bald Soprano, is a work of 1950 by which author who dubbed it an anti-play? An example of the theatre of the absurd, it comprises a series of banal and increasingly nonsensical chatter between 2 English families.
Beckett?
I don't know.
Anyone? Beckett.
No, that was UNESCO. Completed in 1955, A Memory of 2 Mondays is a semi-autobiographical work by which American playwright? Set during the Great Depression, it focuses on a group of workers in a car parts factory in Brooklyn.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go that. Arthur Miller.
Correct. Crap's Last Tape is a 1958 one-act play by which writer who wrote it for the actor Patrick McGee after hearing him on the radio reading extracts from his novel Malloy?
Was it the playwright?
Yeah.
Samuel Beckett.
Is that Beckett?
Yes.
Beckett.
It is Samuel Beckett, yes. Music round now, and for your music starter, you'll hear a piece of popular music. For 10 points, name the band performing.
Cardiff Tassala.
Booker T. Washington.
No, St Andrews, you can hear a little bit more.
St Andrew's Scarrett.
The Rolling Stones.
No, it's not the Stones. Rosalie, I'm so sorry, but it's Booker T and the MGs, as I suspect you probably knew. Now, let's start the question now. Originating in the 19th century, what game involves suits named characters, circles, and bamboos? The name of this game translates as sparrows, supposedly deriving from the sparrow-like clacking sound of the 144 tiles.
St Andrew's Scarrett.
Mahjong.
It is Mahjong, yes, well done. Your bonus is then St Andrews, and for your music starter, you heard Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs, who were the house band for the label Stax Records. Your music bonuses will be 3 more songs recorded by artists during their time with Stax Records. Name the artist in each case. First, the duo who recorded this track at Stax.
Any idea?
No, it's famous.
It's not Ike. It's Sonny and Cher or Ike and Tina Turner. Which one? Yeah. No. Ike and Tina Turner.
No, that's Hold On, I'm Coming by Sam and Dave. Secondly, name the artist singing this track, also recorded at Stax.
Dan, give me a... It's not going to be... It might be. I mean, it's worth... Can I ask any other?
Go for it.
Yeah. Marvin Gaye.
No. It's In the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. Finally, this track was released by Stax Records' Vault label.
Oh, that's the blind guy.
Stevie Wonder.
No, not Stevie Wonder.
Ray Charles.
I think it's Ray Charles. Ray Charles.
Oh no.
That's Sitting on the Dock of a Bay by Otis Redding. what are you guys listening to? My goodness. Anyway, here's another starter for 10. Fingers on buzzers. In economics, for what does the letter C stand in the name of the DICE, or DICE model, developed by William Nordhaus? He earned a share of the 2018 Nobel Prize in Economics for integrating the changes in this phenomenon into long-run macroeconomic analysis and the market failure that CO2 emissions represent.
Cardiff boiling.
Consumption.
No, anyone from St Andrews? You may not confer, but you can have a go if you want to.
St Andrews Skerrit.
Carbon.
No, it's climate. Now, start the question. Fingers on buzzers. A galactic filament located in the constellations of Hercules and Corona Borealis, generally reckoned to be the largest known structure in the observable universe, is known by what two-word name? These two words also begin the name of a series of fortifications that stretch from Bohai Bay in the east to Jiayu Pass in the west.
Cardiff boiling.
Great Wall.
Great Wall is correct, yes. Your bonus is, Cardiff, for 3 questions on the structure of a uniform resource locator, or URL. What term indicates the portion of the URL preceded by a question mark? This word is represented by the letter Q in the programming language SQL.
Query.
Yes. Typically placed at the end of a URL, fragments are an optional component preceded by what symbol?
Equal sign.
Equals.
No, it's hash. The first portion of the URL denotes the protocol, 2 examples of which are HTTP and its extension HTTPS. For what does the letter S stand in this initialism in reference to the use of an added encryption layer?
Secure.
Correct. Well done. Let's start the question. Used as an epithet for rulers including the 15th century Alfonso V of Aragon and the 16th century John Frederick, Elector of Saxony, what word comes from the Latin for great-souled and means generous in feeling or conduct?
Cardiff boiling.
Augustus.
No.
St Andrews Skerrit.
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous is correct, yes. Your bonuses then, St Andrews, are 3 questions on a US filmmaker. Opening at the Academy of Motion Pictures in 2023, Pope of Trash is an exhibition dedicated to which filmmaker? His 1981 memoir, Shock Value, begins with the words, "To me, bad taste is what entertainment is all about."
John Waters.
John Waters.
Yes, in 2017, Waters played one of his favourite directors, William Castle, in an episode of Feud, the TV miniseries about the rivalry between Bette Davis and which other Hollywood film star?
Joan Crawford.
Yes, which 1939 film did Waters name as the one that has played an important role in his creative process? He said of it, "It opened me up to villainy, to screenwriting, to costumes, and great dialogue. I think The Witch has great, great dialogue."
It's
39.
What was the...
would that be Triumph of the Will?
No, 39. The Witch is Great Dialogue. It's going to be Wizard of Oz, surely, right? It's 1939.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
It is, well worked out, yes. Let's start the question now. In December 2023, the Oxford-born Jesse Darling received which annual award for his work that uses unconventional materials such as hazard tape, office files and net curtains to convey notions of labour, class, Britishness and power?
St Andrews Capel.
The Turner Prize?
It is the Turner Prize, yes. Your bonuses, St Andrews, are all on the small number of European countries whose names have a different initial letter in English and German. In each case, identify the country from its towns or cities. Either the German name or the English name will suffice. First, Debrecen, Miskolc and Pécs.
Page.
Could be Czech Republic?
Yeah.
Does that differ though?
No, that wouldn't.
Because it's all Czech in it. So.
I think Poland is different in German, isn't it?
Poland is
Yeah.
Poland and German, so...
Poland.
No, that's Hungary, which is Ungarn in German. Second, Osiek, Zadar and Pula.
That is Poland, Osijek. Isn't
But that has the same letter. It's Poland in Poland.
it? Okay, Osijek.
So, I don't know.
Slovakia?
Dear Slovakia.
Just
Go with that.
Slovakia, yeah.
Well, but that's not different.
Come on, give yourselves a chance for a high score.
Poland.
No, that's Croatia, which is Croatian with a K in German. Finally, Wels, Klagenfurt and Graz.
Graz. Is that Austria? Because Austria.
Österreich, yeah.
Austria.
Yes, Austria or Österreich, well done. 10 points in it. Established by the Treaty of Asunción in 1991 with Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina and Brazil as founding members, from what trading bloc has Venezuela...
St Andrews Capel.
Mercosur.
It is the Mercosur, yes. It's a scores level. Your 3 bonuses are on contemporary economics. Which French economist is the co-author, along with her husband Abhijit Banerjee, of the books Poor Economics and Good Economics for Hard Times? In 2019, she became only the second female Nobel laureate in economics.
Nominate Capel.
Esther Duflo.
Correct. A model that looks to ensure access to basic social goods without causing ecological harm. The theory of donut economics was originated by which English economist and described in detail in her 2017 book of the same name?
Kate Rayworth.
Nominate Capel.
Kate Rayworth.
Yes, sister of Sophie. Which former Harvard and LSE academic became the first female chair of the Federal Reserve in 2014 and the first female US Secretary of the Treasury in 2021?
That's Janet Yellen.
And nominate Capel.
Janet Yellen.
Correct. Let's start the question. It's a picture round. For your picture starter, you are going to see a painting of a literary figure. For 10 points, I want you to name both the creator of the painting and the person depicted. No, I'll tell you. That's a portrait of John Milton by William Blake. We'll take your picture bonuses in just a second. In electronics, what 4-letter term denotes the central terminal in a bipolar junction transistor coming between the collector and emitter? In chemistry, Bronsted and Lowry used this word to refer to a...
Base.
Cardiff Holm.
Base.
Base is correct, yes. Your picture bonuses then, Cardiff, following on from the portrait of John Milton, which you saw for your picture starter, your picture bonuses will be 3 more of William Blake's portraits of English poets. I want you to name the poet depicted in each. First...
I think that's Chaucer. Chaucer? Somebody else. I think it's Chaucer.
Chaucer.
Yes. Secondly, this 16th century poet.
16th century poet. It could be Marlowe.
Anyone?
No.
Marlowe.
It's Edmund Spenser. Finally, this poet active in the 18th century.
18th century. One of our romantics. I would say, I guess Lord Byron. I don't know.
Lord Byron.
No, it's Alexander Pope. Scores level, 5 minutes to go. The 2001 film Atanajuat, The Fast Runner by Zacharias Kunuk was the first feature film shot entirely in a language of what group of indigenous peoples? The film is set in the hamlet of Iglulik in what is now Nunavut.
Cardiff Tossala.
Inuit.
Inuit is correct. Your bonus is then, Cardiff, 3 questions on numbered physical laws. Which of Kepler's enumerated laws of planetary motion states that the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the sun at one of the foci?
I think that's 1.
First.
Correct. Which of the enumerated laws of thermodynamics may be stated as, if 2 thermodynamic systems are each in thermal equilibrium with a third system, then they are all in thermal equilibrium with each other?
That is the... third law.
Third?
No, 0th. Which of Newton's enumerated laws of motion states that if 2 bodies exert forces on each other, these forces have the same magnitude but opposite directions?
Second?
No, it's a third. Let's start the question. Laurium and Carthago Nova in ancient Greece and Spain, respectively, Penasquito in Mexico, and the mountain known as Cerro Rico at Potosi in Bolivia are among sites noted for mining of what metal?
St Andrews Garrett.
Silver.
Correct. Your bonuses in St Andrews are 3 questions on monochrome paintings in modern art. Modern monochrome painting was pioneered with the paintings Black Square and White on White, created in the 1910s by which Ukrainian artist, the founder of Suprematism?
Diane.
Was it maybe
nominate you.
Oh, he's Russian, but...
Nominate Buffet Mogul.
Katinsky?
No, it's Malevich. Deep slash marks in monochrome canvases are characteristic of the works of which Argentine-Italian artist who developed the spatialism movement?
Any idea, guys?
No.
Leo Doherty.
No, it's Lucio Fontana. The grid-based monochrome paintings of Agnes Martin are often considered part of an artistic movement with what single-word name? In music, this term describes the styles of composers such as Terry Riley and Philip Glass.
Eclectic?
It could be
Minimalism?
It could be that.
I'm going to go with it. Yeah. Minimalism.
Correct. Scores level with less than 3 minutes to go. Answer as soon as your name is called. If the characters in the Old Testament are arranged alphabetically, who comes first?
St Andrew's Garrett.
Abel.
No, you can have a bit more time, but not much, Cardiff.
Cardiff Gilbert.
Aaron.
Aaron is correct. Your bonuses are words that end in the same 3 letters as the capital of Eritrea. In each case, give the word from the description. First, a stringed instrument of ancient Greece and Rome, similar to a lyre, with 2 arms that rise from a soundboard. The words guitar and zither derive from this name.
Kithera.
Yes. Secondly, a scenic region on the Atlantic coast of County Galway in Ireland. It has a high concentration of Irish speakers and strong associations with traditional culture.
It's not the Gael chant.
Come on.
County Mara.
No, there's no County Mara. Connemara is the answer we needed. Finally, a large semi-aquatic South American rodent, also known as the carpincho or water hog.
Capybara.
Correct. Another starter question. With the binomial Heracleum mantegatianum, what invasive species was introduced to Britain in the 19th century as an ornamental plant?
St Andrew's Capel.
Himalayan balsam.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Its phytotoxic sap can lead to sun-sensitive skin, often resulting in severe blistering.
Cardiff Boiling.
Japanese knotweed.
No, it's giant hogweed. Another starter question. In US presidential elections, how many electoral college votes are needed to guarantee an absolute majority?
Cardiff Boiling.
270.
It is 270. Your bonus is Cardiff up on the politician Nigel Lawson, who died in 2023. Lawson served as Chancellor from 1983 to 1989, the longest tenure since which Liberal politician?
Disraeli.
No, it's Lloyd George. Under Lawson, the London Stock Exchange was deregulated in October 1986 and became a private limited company. This day is widely known by what 2-word term indicating its major effects on London's status as a financial centre?
Black Wednesday.
No, it's the Big Bang. Who succeeded Lawson as Chancellor after his resignation in 1989?
John Major.
It was John Major. Let's start a question. Mr. Quote, this is winter, which nonetheless brings its own delights. These are the final lines of a sonnet, itself the final one of 4, written to accompany what set of 4 violin concertos, published as part of a larger work in about 1725?
Cardiff Holm.
The Four Seasons.
It is the Four Seasons, yes, by Vivaldi. 3 questions for you on astronomical nebulae. The Owl Nebula in Ursa Major is an example of what type of nebula with a misleading name? Such nebulae are formed of gas that has been ejected by a star in the late stages of its life and then ionised by radiation from the bare stellar core.
Planetary.
Yes. Which diffuse nebula? And at the ground, St Andrews of 145 and Cardiff have 200. Oh, St Andrews, it was so incredibly tight until right at the last minute. That score does not reflect what a tight game it was. And we may well see you again. Well, thank you for coming along, being such terrific contestants. Cardiff, and you played wonderfully. Well done. We should definitely see you again. I hope you could join us next time for another first-round match, but until then, it is goodbye from St Andrews.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Cardiff.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.